Yo, the beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar just taking the industry by storm, dog. Yo, this thing is fun, man. I'm enjoying it, man. Honestly, I'm not picking anybody's side. So I'm just enjoying the music, all the disses, all that. So I'm gonna tell you how this started, man. Back in 19, I mean 2011, right? 2011, actually 2009. That's when Drake started with the popping like that. 2011, Kendrick goes to like a small act, in LA. He was bobbling a little bit, but he was the guy like that. But in 2011, Drake was the guy. So what happened? Kendrick went to perform in Toronto. He performed in Toronto, and Drake heard of Kendrick. Oh, Kendrick is in town, so he called Kendrick. Was like, yo, let's link up though. So they linked up. And they did that. I think he was on. He came on the show, one of Kendrick's shows, right? They linked up, all that. He did all that. Cool. That was the beginning of the relationships. But it seems like Drake was very genuine about his relationship with Kendrick. Even Kendrick at the beginning, I would say. So he was very humble. There's even a song that Kendrick dropped in 2009 saying that him and his girl, they were at KFC eating chicken, whatever, something like chicken, right? They eating chicken, and his girl was listening to Drake, and he asked himself, "Yo, this that nigga raps better than me." So at the time, you can tell Kendrick was looking at Drake with mad respect, though. So after that, 2011, so Kendrick was working on his project section 80, right? I believe section 80. So he actually gave Drake the project to listen to it, right? Drake was the first person in industry besides Kendrick's team to listen to that music, and Drake thought that was dope. So after that, Drake actually gave Kendrick a shot on his album Take Care. Kendrick did the whole song. I didn't know at the time. Honestly, I listened to Take Care almost every day. Now I know that now. No, now, but I've been doing that a few years back. But when I first listened to Take Care, I thought I was just like I was trying to figure out, is that Drake? Wait, who's singing? Like, it sounds different, but Drake gave Kendrick the whole song on that album on Take Care. So that was the beginning of everything, because Drake always like to, he like to. I would not say Drake put Kendrick on, but he definitely boost Kendrick career, gave him more visibility, because he took Drake on tour. He even said in the song, initially Kendrick didn't even want to be an artist like that. We all know that he has, he can rap his ass off. He's really good at what he does. He can do all that. But Drake definitely helped Kendrick a lot, even ASAP Rocky, because he took them on tour on the song 4 a.m. in Calabasas. Drake was saying that the label was deciding, they were trying to have him take some R&B singers on tour. That was the Paradise tour, but he decided he drove for Kendrick and ASAP Rocky. So he helped them a lot, but he never really want to sign them like that. But he helped them a lot. So Drake always look at Kendrick and ASAP Rocky. Okay, although these are my peers, but those are the people that really helped a lot. So I'm not looking at them as my competition, right? Back then, that's how Drake was looking at them. I can tell Drake relationship was very genius, right? But I want to talk about it before I continue, man. This beef is very interesting, right? One thing I don't like about it is, the beginning of the beef was J. Cole, right? Was that Rick Ross was there, Future, Metro Boomin, everybody. But now it's only Drake and Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole just like dropped the towel. I mean, I think personally, I think that was a pussy move. I mean, this is a rap battle. It's a rap battle. Although people do apologize, but it's a way to do it. In a rap, you're not going on a big festival saying that I apologize to my nigga. No, the best way you can do it, personally, what I thought, the way you could have done it, drop another song, say one line, be like, yo, my nigga Kendrick's still dope, one of the biggest. That's it. You don't have to be like, I'm sorry about what. Nah, bro, this is hip hop, man. That shit makes you look weak. But although, that's just me personally, I think that was a weak move. But Kendrick's still the big three. He's still the guy. Him apologizing, he didn't move anything. Kendrick is still that dude. To me, personally, I still respect his music. I still think he's a great rapper, but The fact that he apologized to Kendrick publicly like that, bro, you diss him in the song and then replying the song. And I know Kendrick didn't really mean. J. Cole didn't really mean what he said about Kendrick like that. That's cool, though. That's cool because it's hip hop. Not every single things that people say in the diss track are true, are not factual. Most of them are not even factual, man. We had Diddy, Bad Boy with Tupac back in the days. We had Jay-Z and Nas. Not everything they say about each other was true, though. It's hip hop. We want the smoke, right? So going back to that, so Drake and Kendrick, the relationship were cool, all that, and after Section 80, Drake invited Kendrick to be a part of his project, and after that, Kendrick dropped one of his best projects, or not even one of, like his best project, Mad Kid, Good City. So, and Drake was featured on the project. Drake even tweeted about it, said a lot of things about it. Everything were super cool, though. Only 2013, because Kendrick really, really started popping around 13. That's when he really started going crazy, super viral. He was already popping. Don't get me wrong, though. He was the guy, but he wasn't that guy. He was popping, but he was not the guy. So in 2013, Big Sean did dropped a song Control. He featured a bunch of few celebrities, few rappers on there. I was maybe 2 or 3 rappers if I'm not mistaken. So on the song, right, Kendrick had a verse. On the verse, Kendrick was saying that he's about to murder all you nigga. He talked about Drake. He named Drake, Meek Mill, Pusha T. There were a bunch of them, right? So the way he said it was in a competitive way, right? And a lot of people that created big buzz. That song would have created a buzz, right? A lot of people reacting to it, especially celebrities. And I'll say 99%, maybe 99.9% of celebrities that were named on the song, they look at it as, all right, man, nigga just trying to compete, which is cool. They didn't really take it seriously like that. But that shit robbed Drake in the wrong way. And 5 days after that song was dropped, right, Drake and Kendrick met. They met. Everything was cool. It was love. Like nothing happened. But I kind of found it a little weird how Drake took it too personal, because there's an interview, right? He said about it, right? So Drake met Kendrick 5 days after the Controlled verse dropped. And after the Controlled verse dropped, was my phone. And it was all love, right? And then Drake did an interview with I forgot the guy's name, right? He did an interview with I forgot the guy's name. So on the interview, Drake didn't like it. It was like, all right, man. So I don't think that was cool, dog. I mean, you didn't have to say that. Some things on the net. So Drake took it very personal, but I don't know why Drake took it so too personal like that, because most people just took it as like, okay, it's hip hop, it's rap. We're just trying to rap. We're trying to compete. It's a competition, though. But although Drake took it personal, that same year, 2013, around that year, Kendrick had got so many awards, won a lot of awards. So, I think the first one was an MTV Best Rapper, some things of that nature. And a bunch of celebrities congratulated, Kendrick Lamar, but Drake didn't congratulate him. So that was kind of the beginning of the beef. But the real thing that initiated the beef, that was the controversy. But I'm still trying to understand why Drake took it too personal, though. You know what I'm saying? So after that, Kendrick won another award, and although he didn't congratulate Kendrick on the first one, but the second one Drake did, everything was okay. But Kendrick now was, all right, this nigga trying to act like that. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to war. We're going to war. So that's when everything started. So from 2013 up to today, every project that either Drake or Kendrick drop, they always take subliminal shot at each other, right? We had the language, right? That was nothing was the same, right? on the album, Drake said that I don't know why you be lying. That shit's just inspiring. I'm the kid with the motor. I don't know. Some shit like that. I can't remember all the lyrics. My bad. But so that was him responding to Kendrick Lamar. You know, it was I'm the kid with the motor mouth. The motor mouth pretty much saying that I'm someone who speaks rap faster and replies faster. So that's the motor mouth. Motor mouth. So he responded to Kendrick and saying that your shit is not inspiring. So Drake didn't really like that shit. He hold grudges from like years though. Since that day, they've been going at each other for years, over 10 years now. And then Kendrick replied too. Kendrick replied to Drake, right? Kendrick has replied to Drake on multiple songs. Even the song like the song that he did with Caesar, girl, I'll talk about us. Is everything? You know, he said something in the line. There was a line that he said that I don't need your fucking congratulations on my mama if I'm winning. Some shit like that, right? Because that was based on the award that Kendrick won that Drake didn't congratulate him. So, you know, Kendrick took like 5 years and didn't drop. So he really collected all the diss track that Drake talked about him, all the subliminal shot that Drake, shot at him, and it responded to the album. So there has been a lot of subliminal. I can't even name all of them. You know, there has been a lot. Like, even I got enemies. I got a lot of enemies. I got a lot of people trying to join my energy. That was so. At this point, I realized that Drake competitor, like I said, Drake direct competitor was Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar direct competitor was Drake. It was not even J. Cole though, although he's a part of the big three, but it wasn't J. Cole. But here's the thing though, the way I see it, since 2013, them competing like that, even though it was like low key. I mean, it wasn't even like low key because they've been sending subliminal shot at each other, like those like clear subliminal shot, right? I can just not bring all the songs that I cannot think about all the songs top of my head right now. But them beefing or them going at each other, it kind of helped them a lot to make good music, because they made a lot of good music. It kind of motivated them too to work harder, because Drake felt like, okay, I'm in competition now. I'm not stopping. The fact that, there's a show, if I can't even find it, there's a show that Drake was like, I don't know about it. He said something about, I don't know about this artist going 5 years without dropping. So Drake had a sense of urgency, like, I need to compete. I need somebody to scratch my back, somebody to poke me so I can, so they can get a reaction. You know what I'm saying? So Drake, that competition was good for him. Drake loved it. He loved it. Kendrick Lamar, although I think Kendrick Lamar, based on the videos that he done before, Kendrick, although he loves music, right? Kendrick loves doing music, very talented, right? But Kendrick didn't want to be a celebrity like that. He didn't want to have that fame. That's why you can notice that too, right? Kendrick's low key. He's super low key on social media. He doesn't make a little noise on social media compared to Drake. Drake is like, he was ready for the fame, right? He was ready for the fame. But Kendrick tried to be low key, doesn't talk much. But on multiple occasions, Drake tried to squash the beef. He tried so many times. This is how I believe J. Cole should have tried to squash the beef. Because on multiple occasions, Drake will have a show, right? Drake will say like, although they were sending subliminal shots at each other, they knew they weren't cool like that. Because Drake and Kendrick, I would say, they've never been friends. They've been, they've been acquaintances, not even acquaintances, but they've been cool. There's a difference between being Chubbs, that's Drake's friends, those are, his friends. But Kendrick was more like, all right, this is just my colleague, industry nigga. We're just messing around with, but they were never friends. So Drake tried on multiple occasions to squash the beef with Kendrick, right? He said one of his shows that he did, he was like, oh, shout out to my nigga Kendrick. That was just a way to say, bro, we're cool. We don't have to do this back and forth no more. But Kendrick didn't want to stop. Kendrick never even tried to stop. Drake tried to apologize at least 3 times. three times by Kendrick was like, man, nah, man, I'm not fuck with you, man. But I look at it like this, man. I look at it like this. Like I said, they both don't make the same type of music, right? They both rappers and they extremely talented. Drake rapping skills to the top. Kendrick rapping skills to the top. I don't think any of them can out-rap anybody. Although I personally just think, like, I might be honest with you, I think when it comes to rap, Kendrick has a little bit leg up over Drake because Kendrick is a hardcore rapper. He's a rapper. Drake, yeah, I'm not saying Drake is not a rapper. Drake is a rapper, but Drake also is he's a verse how do you say it versatile, right? Versatile, right? That's just I forgot to say it. Right? So Drake can do so many different genre. Like Drake try to sing sometimes. Drake has some pop music sometimes. So they don't really do this. They don't do the same type of music, but we still compare them because they both versatile. That's what it's versatile, right? Yeah. But anyways, they both rappers. That's why we always compare them because they're rappers. Drake is a rapper. When someone talk about Drake, they'll be, oh, the rapper. They don't say Drake the singer. You know, because some people trying to below Drake a little bit, like, oh, he's not a rapper. No, bro. Drake is a rapper. And he's good at doing that. He's a great rapper. Kendrick Lamar is a rapper too. But let me just be honest, man. Drake is more popular than Kendrick. Nobody can contradict me. Even Kendrick knows that Drake is more popular than Kendrick in America and in the world. Drake is the biggest artist. He's the biggest artist. It is what it is, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Drake is the biggest artist. He's more famous than Kendrick Lamar. Drake is more famous than Kendrick Lamar, believe it or not. It is what it is. At this point, Drake is even more famous than Jay-Z. I ain't even gonna lie. Drake is more famous than Jay-Z, though. And Drake has more hit song than Kendrick Lamar. Because Drake, he does not only do rap, he does songs that goes like club song that plays on malls. You go to certain malls, they'll play the song, airplanes. Drake is global. I'm not saying Kendrick's not global. He's global as well, but Drake is more global than Kendrick Lamar. So now we have those two are beefing. How did it even start it, man? Besides like the origin of the beef, because I think the main thing that triggered this beef, that was the battle. I mean, Drake wanted respect from Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar, it was more like ego thing too. Like, man, I'm big too, man. I can't just be looking at you like that, like I used to look at you anymore. Because Drake was bigger than Kendrick. He didn't put Kendrick on, like I said, but he helped Kendrick to boost his career, though. Same thing with A$AP Rocky. But it's funny how Drake's beefing with all of them. So the beef with Kendrick Lamar recently, that came from, although the beef been started, like I say, it started since 2013, sending subliminal shot at each other here and there. But recently, when Feature dropped, and Feature and Metro Boomin, they dropped the project, right? We Don't Trust You. There's a song on the project called Like That, like we like that, something like that, right? Like That. So Kendrick has a verse on the song. I think by far that's Kendrick's best verse. I love that verse, though. I love that verse. So on the verse, Kendrick said, "No big three, nigga, it's big me." So where did he get that from? He got that from a song that Drake did with J. Cole. That was Drake's song on Drake's project, recent project. First shooter mode, right? First shooter person, something like that, right? I think I'm getting it wrong, but yeah, you have an idea. So J. Cole said that when they talk about big three is me, Kid Dog, or Drake, something like that. So Kendrick was like, nah, man, I'm not big three, it's big me. Y'all not in the league. And that's why when that Kendrick's verse came on dropped, J. Cole responded to Kendrick too, although he deleted it, but he responded it because that diss was sent to Kendrick and Drake. Because the big three we know is Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole. So if Kendrick goes on the song and saying that nigga, it's not big three, it's big me. So he's basically saying that J. Cole, you're not on the list. It's only me. So J. Cole felt some type of way as well. That's what he responded. But after a few days, he noticed that he realized that, man, that was not my move. That was not the move I want to make. I want my peace of mind. So he apologized. Kudos, cool though. But although I didn't like the way he did it, but hey, at the end of the day, he did what he thought was best for him. I can respect that. So that's how I started it. First Shoot 'Em Out person dropped, and then Kendrick came with it like that. And now, after that, what happened? Drake dropped a diss song because that verse was babbling, was making a lot of noise in the street, right? And Drake was like, I'm a cook this nigga. So what I'm thinking, right? When Drake started this thing, because Drake, I personally think Drake never been scared of Kendrick like that. Because Drake always thought like, yo, I'm the biggest guy. Drake knows who he is. The fact that he helped him to boost his career, Drake always look at him like, this is my song. He even say, was a king to a song, some shit like that. So Drake was never scared. So when Drake started this beef, Drake thought, all right, man, this is going to be easy. I'm going to smoke this dude. That's what Drake thought. So Drake came with, what was the first song? The first song was, what was the first song? Push Up, right? Push-ups. Let me see if I can see let me check my phone, right? The first song was Push-ups, right? Dope songs. It basically just, Push-up is like a back-to-back. Yo, back-to-back was the shit, dog. Drake smoked Meek Mill easy. Back-to-back was like easy. And now Meek can't even say shit no more. Especially with things that are going on with Diddy right now. That nigga better be quiet as a mouse. He can't say shit no more. Yo, back-to-back, when that shit dropped, dog, oh, lordy. Everybody was just going banana. Oh, shit, because the beat was good. And the things that he said. Yo, the thing about a diss track, bruh, we don't want you to be lyrical. We want the smoke. We want the drama. Drake did that Push-ups, right? It took a little bit while for Kendrick to come back with a song, right? People were like, nah, man, this nigga's losing. Drake team, they were celebrating. Shit, we smoking this nigga. Kendrick came back with a foreign, whatever. A foreign, personally, I didn't like it. It was just too lyrical to me. It was just too much for me. And then people reacted to, oh man, you waited too long for that. We didn't really like it like that. And Drake dropped again, Tailor Made, and Kendrick dropped some other, I can't remember. Like they dropped each other. They dropped like 4 or 5 songs, right? Besides like the songs that they dropped on the project, the verses, right? But these songs, yeah, they're going. Drake dropped Push-ups, Tailor Made, the Tupac one that got taken down, and the latest one is just dropped yesterday. So yeah, they dropped each other like four, yeah. So Euphorian, I'm saying it right, Euphorian, right? That's the song. That song wasn't really for me, though. It wasn't really for me. But that also helped to push this because after that, Drake dropped, he dropped another song. After he dropped, what was that? After Euphorian, what did Drake drop again? He dropped on 6, some shit like that. I forgot, man. So after that, Kendrick Lamar came back with like, what's the latest one? No, like that. No, like that, right? Let me see that, man. Kendrick came back with a song. Let me just Google real quick, right? What's the song name? Kendrick Lamar, No Like Us. Right, No Like Us. Euphorian. Okay, here's the thing. I got it. So Kendrick dropped Euphorian. Meet the Grimes. Meet the Grimes was dangerous too. He said about he said some crazy shit. Like I said, though, when people are beefing, man, sometimes we don't care about the truth, though. We want the smoke. We want the drama. We want things that will make people questioning. I'll come back to that because Kendrick dropped some bomb. So we want things that will make people questioning, like, oh shit, he did that? Rick Ross dropped this track too. You know, the only thing, you know, it was okay though. White boy, you calling yo, Ross is funny, bro. Ross is funny, bro. Salute to Ross, man. Another talented rapper. But Ross, this track was fine. It was okay to me. You know, he did a video, shot a video for that too. White boy saying about Drake sending his cease and desist for to French Montana. You know, people trying to dig a little bit about it. But anyway, so Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. Man, let me just tell you this, man. I'm a Drake fan, right? I listen to Drake more than Kendrick. I relate to Drake's music more than Kendrick's. But I know Kendrick's talented. I do have songs by Kendrick, few songs by Kendrick that I really like. But daily, I don't really listen to Kendrick like that. Drake, I can listen to Drake the whole project. You know, Take Care, I can listen to the whole shit. You know, Nothing Was the Same, I can listen to the whole thing. You know, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, or not. I can listen to the whole thing. But I'm very unbiased, right? I'll say very objective when I speak about this. Because I'm not picking side. Although Drake is my guy, I'm not gonna deny it. But I'm not picking anybody's side. This is a beef. It's a rap beef. So if you're doing something that's good, I'ma give it to you. So Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. First of all, that song's beat is fire. And shit that he said on the song is fire. And after he dropped that, everybody started talking again. They're like, okay, man, Drake is losing. I still think right now, Drake is losing the beef. But he's not losing like he lost to Pusha T. Pusha T smoked Drake. He smoked Drake, I mean. Pusha T... Yo, man, Pusha T didn't take it. He dropped like 1 or 2 songs. That was it, though. And then, you know, Jay Prince was saying that, oh, Drake has some shit, you know, the song, that diss track that he did, if he dropped, that would end Pusha T career. Bro, that's some bullshit, man. I don't believe in that shit, bro. Come on, man. How we know he's gonna end Pusha career if we didn't listen to it? Probably that shit was corny and whack. Maybe it was good. But do you think he was really going to end Pusha's career, though? I don't think so, bro. He backed up. Drake backed up. Which was fine. Whatever. He lost that battle. But he won with Meek Mill. But he lost with Pusha T. That's not me saying it. But the masses gonna give the reaction, though. So when Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, the internet was reacting. People are saying Kendrick's winning. Although I'm a Drake fan, I look at it, I was like, damn, this nigga saying some crazy shit. Damn. All right, I'll give it to him. I don't have a problem. I mean, at the end of the day, let me be honest, man. Drake doesn't know me. That nigga ain't paying my bills. That nigga doesn't care about me. Yeah, I'll support him. I like his music. But, nigga, yo, if you're losing, you're losing. If somebody's winning, winning, man. I'm very objective, bro. Seriously, man. So, Kendrick dropped like that, fired. Now, everybody just like, yo, man, Drake gonna drop. And guess what? Drake didn't wait that long. So, the funny thing, because when Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, Drake just dropped a day before that. It wasn't even 24 hours. Less than 24 hours, Kendrick came back with a response. That's what makes the beef better. Because in a beef battle, when two rappers are beefing, the time that you respond to the diss track, it matters. And the things that you say, it matters. So that's how we determine it. We determine how people win in the battle, because we want you to respond very fast. And we want you to say some shit that will make people go like, whoa! We don't care about your double attender, double attender, those crazy scientific lyrics. People don't really care about those. We want some smoke. We want to talk about, all right, this nigga had a 2 inches dick. Some crazy shit like that. Crazy, some shit that we never thought about. Oh, this nigga, oh, me and this nigga, he was sleeping with one of my exes. My exes, the exes told me that he buys in less than 2 minutes. Some crazy shit like that. We need to smoke. We don't care about you being intelligent. So, in that song, Not Like Us, Kendrick did that. So, let me go back a little bit. Drake is also beefing with A$AP Rocky. He's beefing with a bunch of people right now. Beefing with Future, beefing with A$AP Rocky. So let me just focus on A$AP Rocky a little bit. Drake allegedly had something with Rihanna back then. The smash. He's saying it's on one time for me, that was fine, whatever. So I would assume they have smashed, which is very possible. They smashed one time, according to him. He's saying the song, We know that line was meant for Rihanna. So they smashed one time. Cool. Rihanna now is married to, I'm not sure if they're married, right? Let's just say Rihanna now dating. Rihanna is dating. She has been dating A$AP Rocky. At the same time, like I said at the beginning, Drake, who's the one put on A$AP Rocky. Right? The last song they haven't worked on together, that was I Love Bad Bitch, That's My Fucking Problem. That was 2013. That was the last time Drake, A$AP Rocky, and Kendrick Lamar have worked on the same song or worked together. Ever since then, they never worked again. That was it, though. But that's not even the point. So the point is, Drake also beefing with A$AP Rocky because of the Rihanna thing. To me, it seems that Drake is a little bit jealous of A$AP Rocky bagging Rihanna. Because, like, dude, I'm the one who put you on. Like, you taking the girl off my dream, quote unquote. It seems like Rihanna was the girl that Drake really wanted to be with, or to be with. Maybe he liked the most, or maybe he wanted to smash more besides that one time. But it ended up just happening that, A$AP Rocky is the guy who actually made kids with her. So it's like insane. So so Drake has a little bit of jealousy, if I can call it that way. It's a jealousy a little bit, or he feels some type of way about, A$AP Rocky, the dude that I put on. Now he's bagging the girl that I really like, and he sent a bunch of subliminal shot at A$AP Rocky on his last album. He says something about I'm anti guy, that man can leave you. We're gonna anti some shit like that, man. I can't remember the old lyrics, man. Excuse my singing, man. But so, and he said something about. Oh, he also said about Rihanna. So he actually dissed on that song. He dissed A$AP Rocky. He also dissed Rihanna because he said the sex which was average. At first when I listened to that, was like, bro, that was not necessary, though. You don't kiss and tell, though. If the sex was average, maybe the girl was feeling you, though. If you ask A$AP Rocky, he probably gonna tell you the sex is great because they have that connection, sexual connection, whatever it is. So the fact that he said that, I thought that was a little corny, but that's Drake. Drake is a little sensitive. We know that. We are sensitive, including myself. I am sensitive as well, but Drake tends to be, a little bit too sensitive, right? I don't know the guy like that, but I'm just speaking based on like things we've been seeing, on the net. So after Drake dissed them too, A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, they were quiet. They didn't say nothing. So I like that song that Kendrick Lamar dissed Drake. There was a remix of the song that Kanye West was on the song too, and A$AP Rocky was on the song. So if you follow hip hop, A$AP Rocky said that. By the way, I'm not any hip hop like gurus shit. Like I don't really follow hip hop to the core like that. But I know I'll say maybe 1% of the things that are going on hip hop, in the hip hop industry. So A$AP Rocky responded to Drake on the remix of I Like That song. He said that I smashed your baby mama before you. So if you guys know that Drake has a child with I think she's a French girl, Canadian girl. That girl used to be she used to be a porn star, adult movie star. Although she never had any videos of her having intercourse with other men, but she used to be naked on camera. It's still porn. People who are on OnlyFans, they do porn. Although they're trying to make it seem like it's not porn, it's still porn. The minute you start showing your nudity, you start touching yourself, dancing some type of way without clothes, it's porn. Right? So A$AP Rocky said that he smashed Drake's baby mom before Drake. Very possible. I can't really prove it. But like I said, this track, man, not everything has to be accurate or everything has to be not accurate, but everything has to be factual though. It might be true, it might not be true, but there's a possibility that A$AP Rocky smashed that girl before Drake. Because you know those girls, they go around, they fuck around, the same niggas, the same people. There's a possibility. So A$AP Rocky said that Drake hasn't responded yet. Maybe he did. I didn't pay attention to that, but I didn't get a response from Drake based on that verse that A$AP Rocky did. So that was about A$AP Rocky. So now let's go back to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar, I believe he has to do all these people beefing with Drake. Some of those beef or some of those subliminal shot has to do with jealousy because Drake has been running the hip hop game for decades. The nigga has been on top for a long time. I'm not saying they're not on top. Yeah, Kendrick's doing great. Every time he drops, he does number. Future does number. But Drake is on top. He's on the top. They're all on top, but Drake is on the top. He does more numbers than most of them. We seen the young boy NBA, the little baby, they used to do numbers, shit like that. But when we're talking about the big three, those rappers, yeah, Drake is the guy. So to me, it seems like, because like I said at the beginning, Drake tried to squash the beef so many times, but Kendrick seems like he didn't want it. He just wanted to beef. He wanted to beef. He wanted to go back and forth. So it seems like Kendrick was waiting for this moment to go like back and forth like this. No subliminal shot. Like, let me have one track dedicated to your sorry ass. Dedicated to your sorry ass. So that's why I feel like, okay, this has to do with jealousy a little bit. So last night, Drake dropped a song. Let me get the name of the song. 6 a.m. something, right? So at 6 a.m. something, Drake, let me just put Drake here. So Drake dropped 6 a.m. I don't know if it's still there. Drake 6 a.m. something like that. So anyways, I can't find it here. But last night Drake dropped a song in order this track. But this time it's a little different. Why am I saying it's a little different? Because the song that Drake dropped, it's like okay, that song, what I got from the song, Drake was responding to Kendrick Lamar's diss. It was more on the offense side. It was offensive, more offensive, right? So he said about, no, before I even get that, let me finish this, right? So he was defending himself a lot. He was defending, I didn't do that, I didn't do that. Cool, that's fine, but this is a diss song. We don't want you to defend yourself. We don't want you, kind of want you to defend yourself, but we don't want you to contradict whatever your opponent said about you, because you're wasting so much time. We want you to bring the smoke about your opponent. Bring some dark shit that we don't know about Kendrick Lamar. Say it on the song so we can talk about it. So if you just, you're trying to defend whatever he said about you, bro, that's why people think he's still losing. So he defended himself so much on the song. Yeah, he threw some shots to some days here and there, but he spent a lot of time. I was listening to the song. The song is about 6 minutes something. From 1 to 4, he was defending. I was just defending himself about the things that Kendrick said about him. Also, the energy that he rapped on was very low. It seems like Drake was just tired. It was like, oh man, this nigga dropped again. I told you to give me a little bit of time, man. Now I gotta drop. I can't wait more than 2 days. My fans gonna talk. People gonna say a bunch of shit, man. Let me just drop, man. So he didn't have that energy though. Although the song is dope, I ain't gonna lie. The beat is fine. The song is dope. This get tiring though. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I'm putting myself in a position right now, bro. This is so tiring, going back and forth, and then you have to write fast. You have to be in the booth, like you have to get beats. You have to write. You have to get the flow all together. Like you only have like the max you can get is 48 hours. Cause this beef, the way it's going right now, you gotta drop quick though. So Drake dropped, and on the song he said that he's not gonna respond anymore. And now people look at it, bro. Okay, so, but you didn't really say much though. We want to smoke. Like, if you stop now, let's say Drake doesn't respond and Kendrick comes back with another crazy joint. Bruh, that's over. But I don't think, no matter what Kendrick gonna say about Drake, no matter what he gonna, what type of, how many joints he drops about dissing Drake gonna go anyway. Drake's gonna be here. But one of the things that he said, I'm talking about Kendrick now. One of the things that Kendrick said about Drake that now speculating, causing a lot of issues, and now that was a clever move though. So he put Drake in a position where Drake now has to defend himself. So Kendrick said that Drake is a pedophile, bruh. Lordy. You know people don't play by this shit though. You know people don't play by this shit. I watched this interview from Kanye West with Justin LaBoy. Kanye West said that they had an emergency meeting. They're trying to take Drake down. I don't know if he was capping or not, but if they did, like I said, yes, this has to do with jealousy, man. Drake Spears are kind of jealous of Drake's success though, because like I said, the nigga been on top for years now. So they're like, yo, we gotta take this nigga down. So if they had a meeting, that says a lot. Even Kanye West doesn't like Drake no more. Nobody like DMX before he passed away, RIP to his soul. He didn't like Drake. So going back to what Kendrick said about Drake being a pedophile, man, honestly, that's some serious allegations to talk about or to say about somebody. That's something that should not be taken lightly, because that can cause that's one thing that can actually destroy Drake's career, being a pedophile. But he said it. I'm not gonna say, yeah, Drake is a pedophile, bro. I can't prove it though. And this is a diss track. I cannot prove it. For people believing that shit, that's on them. I'm not gonna say they're dumb, but I'm not gonna call them dumb, but I'm not. What I would say is, like, you have to be a little think outside the box. Somebody comes to you, say, okay, this guy's a pedophile, and you can't just not believe it without you seeing some proof stuff. Since I didn't see any proof, I'm not gonna believe it. I know it's a diss track. They're trying to get a buzz, which is cool. But certain things, man, damn, that's serious though. So Drake responded it. He said that another thing that, before I go back, let me just say, another thing that Kendrick Lamar said, it was like, he said that you have 11 years old daughter out there that you're hiding from the world. And Drake responded it. Actually, he didn't respond. He responded on the song. He also tweeted made a post about it. He said that, hey, if anybody knows that, knows where's my daughter at, I'll come work for you. Let me know. I'll stop rapping and start working for you. So that tells me that Drake is very confident that he does have a daughter out there. Because let's just be honest, man. There's a possibility, right? There's a possibility he might have a daughter, but if somebody knows that, especially those three or fours, we know those rappers, including Drake, they've been making babies of those IG models. So if an IG model knows that I have a daughter with Drake, unless she's getting some crazy type of bag, she'll want to come out. She'll want to come out. So Kendrick said that, and Drake responded. He said that we fed you information. He said we plotted information for you. So whatever you said on the track is never true. So another funny move, not funny move, but I think on Kendrick team that's a clever move because, like I said, in this track we want to smoke. We want to talk about all the dirty laundry that your opponent has in their closet. So Kendrick Lamar he put a picture of Drake with those location emoji. So saying that because those red location emoji actually mentioned that this is somebody who did something. How can I say who did something with a child, someone underage. So that was a clever move because he's just trying to destroy the guy. So I gotta come with like crazy type of allegation that I know about this guy because I want to destroy the guy. Speaking of Drake, being with girls underage, right? So there was a time that girl performed. I can't remember what city was it. There was a time that he performed. So there was a girl that was called on stage by Drake's entourage. She responded it because that's when people refer. That's why I think Kendrick Lamar referring that all you like girls are underage. So the girl made a tweet saying that, hey, at the time I was underage, I was 17. Granted, but I went to a concert with my dad. And I was not pulled by Drake, but I was pulled by Drake's entourage or Drake's staff. And it seems like nothing haven't happened between Drake and the girl because she was there with the dad, her dad, not the mom, but her dad. Dads are very protective. So that's what I'm saying. Like I don't believe that Drake is a pedophile. But like I said, we heard things about Diddy. There's always a possibility. Drake is not sent. They might be, but personally, I cannot prove it. I'll say no. It's still. I can't even call it an allegation. I'll say it's a lie though. But like I say, it might be a possibility out there. So there's a lot of things been happening, with this beef. So at this point, I want to say this. Who do you guys think is winning? I personally think Kendrick's still winning, but this win is different because it's like 5-3. It's like no, not even 5. It's like Drake scored 4, Kendrick scored 5. They're really close to each other. It's not like this is not like Meek Mill and Drake when Meek Mill lost a lot of points. So this one, although Drake, the reason I'm saying Drake is losing because Drake hasn't come up with something that make us like, oh shit. Drake talk about how Kendrick Lamar's wife unfollowed him. I mean, that's not something big, That's not a big deal, I mean, people have some people don't even have the girl follow them because they want to for privacy, purposes. They don't want family members to follow them. So maybe that was just a conversation between Kendrick Lamar and his wife. He was like, hey, I don't want you to follow me. There's a lot of shit going on. I don't want you to follow me. So that's what Drake came up with. And another thing that I learned from this about Drake having a surgery. Drake changed his nose. So let me be honest, man. Drake is not a street guy. Same as Kendrick. They're both not street niggas. Drake came from a white mom. black dad. Although Kendrick, both parents are black, but they both doing music, rappers. So the thing about rap is like a black people thing. Now saying Drake is not black because he's black. Although he's a mulatto, how they call it, right? Mixed baby. But Drake is black. All right? So hip hop thing is more like for black people. And then it seems like to me, Drake does not get a respect because of him being mixed. Even sometimes Eminem doesn't get a respect because he's mixed. So that's what I see it, right? Drake does not get a respect. And Drake wanted to be black so bad, based on what I've been saying, right? And based on people been saying. So his nose looks different than it was back then. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not the same though. Now he looks a little different. So also Drake, I mean, we've been knowing this. Drake always wanted to have that street credibility. That's why you see him hanging around by, 21 Savage, doing songs with all those gangsters, the 6 he won that street credibility. If anything, I think he couldn't easily get it from Lil Wayne though, because Wayne is street though. Wayne is street. He couldn't easily get it from Lil Wayne. But Drake changing nose, I kind of agree with that, although I don't have proof, but his nose looks different though, to me. And recently, Drake also, rumor, allegedly, he did a surgery on his deep penis. He even mentioned on the song, not mentioned that he did it, but he said on the song that it's not about big 3, but it's about big D. So he's talking about his dick with confidence. So he knows my shit's big. You know what I'm saying? So this one is like, it's getting too personal. But one thing I know, these two people are very smart guys, the business-minded people. I don't think this is going to end up with them shooting at each other like Tupac and Biggie. I hope not. They're too smart for that. And I believe eventually these two, they're going to come back together and work together again, because the origin of the beef, the source of the beef is not that serious. It was more about like ego thing and respect thing. So this should not be something that will end the relationship forever, because it's not like, I smash your baby mama or I smash your wife, nothing like that. But also one thing, speaking of wives, Drake, he's but he also has a reputation of sleeping with people's girls or wives. Baby Kim, who's on Kendrick's cousin and also on the Kendrick's label, said that Drake was DMing his girl. Drake was trying to smash. Yeah. He was trying to get some piece of that ass. So that's a sucker move to me. Like, bruh, man, you don't have to go all that, man. He did that to Rick Ross. Maybe he didn't smash, but after Rick Ross broke up with his recent girlfriend, Drake invited her to his concert, gave her like a VIP section, all that. So I'm like, Drake, you cannot be making those moves, man. It's like, man. Yeah, this beef. So Drake dropped the last song. It seems like he doesn't want to drop. He doesn't want to do nothing no more. And him not dropping is now going to change the way people see Drake, because remember when the ghostwriting things came about Drake, when Meek Mill kind of exposed on Drake about having ghostwriters, yeah, some people, I mean, myself included, I'll start looking at Drake lyrics a little different now. I'm like, dang, did he really write this shit? You know what I'm saying? I started looking a little different, but the nigga will say nice. Drake is say nice. He say come off bangers. So it doesn't really change much unless you keep getting like those allegations every year. Yeah, it might change a little bit, but right now, as of right now, this battle track, whatever is going on between Drake and Kendrick, is not going to move any of them. It's not going to move Drake. It's not going to move Kendrick. Even J. Cole apologizing, it's not going to move J. Cole somehow, anyhow. Things still gonna be the same. Not really the same, but things they still gonna be doing what they do. You know, what they do best. And the big three, I see Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. It is what it is. So that's pretty much about it. I think I covered everything. Dang, I just did this on top of my head though. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So that's pretty much what I have to say about this beef thing. But let's see how this gonna end. But yeah, let me know who do you think is winning or not. But at the end of the day, man, I'm just enjoying it as a hip hop fan. I don't see anything wrong with it, man. We want to smoke. I'm laughing about it because my heart is pure. I'm not taking anybody's side. So if Drake drops some good shit right now, I'm a clap. If Kendrick does, I'm a clap. So at the end of the day, we know, the internet is gonna decide, or people out there gonna decide who wins or not. The same thing happened with Meek. When Meek lost, we knew that Meek lost the battle. When Pusha T won, even though I'm a Drake fan, but I knew that Pusha T lost. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, that's what I have to say, man. I'll catch you next time. Peace. I'm out.